Kia ora, other Dave. First of all, apologies for taking so long to reply to this comment. Cherry harvest is over, so myself and my family are on a little bit of a holiday here in the West Coast. Your question relating to wind is really good. I talk a lot about solar on rooftops of houses and a lot about solar on farms, and I don't talk a lot about wind. And it's kind of a reason why. Wind at a small scale costs a lot of money per kilowatt hour. Now, I have seen estimates coming down to around about 25-30 cents, but it really depends on the region that you're in as to whether the wind is consistent enough to generate a good amount of electricity at that price. And what wind is really up against is that we can generate solar at about 6.2 cents per kilowatt hour on the rooftops of houses of New Zealand. Putting that surplus solar in a battery will cost a further 22 cents a kilowatt hour, which is cheaper than wind. Now, New Zealand has massive wind resources and something that we really need to utilise on the wider grid. But we're going to need to double the amount of electricity we need in New Zealand's electricity system in order to electrify everything. So wind has a really strong role to play, but the economics really only work at scale. I've often thought about putting a small wind turbine up on my farm, but the price just doesn't work out, and the additional maintenance compared to solar panels and batteries just has always kind of put me off. There are a couple of marae down in Southland through a company called NES that have put wind turbines in. It'd be really interesting to know what their actual per kilowatt hour numbers are, because they have really consistent wind, and they also have some pretty dull days down there sometimes. And to be honest, I really hope that the unit economics for wind does come down, because the more variety of energy that we have that we can generate ourselves, the better off we're going to be as the customers of New Zealand's electricity system, and the better off our neighbours are going to be as well, because we have more consistent, cheap energy that we can supply our whole community, essentially.